sweet crystal pistol.
So I'm so excited that all of you decided to brave the weather and come on out tonight to our association meeting. Now, I want to officially welcome you to the Government Contractors Association. This is our monthly association meeting. My name is Abraham Sion. I'm the president of the association here. And if this is your first time, who's here for the first time? Okay, a handful of you. All right, so welcome if this is your first time. Now tonight we're going to be talking about opportunities with Aerotropolis, with Hartsfield Atlanta Airport, as well as the CID that's down there. So you're here for a great night. We have our guest speaker. We're going to introduce him in a second. But to kind of get started, I want to share a little bit about, actually I want you to share who has the most adventurous situation the last day or two. Anybody? The most adventurous, did your power go out? Who lost power? Okay, wow, a handful of you. Who had a tree fall on your yard or in your car or your home? Anybody? Wow, that's awesome. So I'm so glad you did?
No, I was going to add to that. We recently purchased a generator.
Oh, wow, perfect timing.
Exactly. And George was so excited.
You got to use it.
Use the generator.
So awesome.
Yeah, so.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start us off with a prayer. And I want to pray for all of our friends and family that's in Houston. Friends and family, if you have it, in Mexico. Friends and family in Oregon with the fire, in Los Angeles with the fire, and then friends and family that's in Florida and our peers down there. So I'm going to start with that because right now, I know some of you, all of us are here tonight because we didn't face the same devastation as our community, other communities did. So I'm going to start with a prayer and a moment of silence. I'm going to pray, and then we're going to have a moment of silence. And then we'll go ahead and continue with the rest of our program. So let's go to the Lord. Lord, we are so grateful for all of the people in this room here because you protected us and you helped us. We have a livelihood and you took care of us. But I know that you're taking care of so many other people that's hurting right now as well. Our friends in Florida, our families, our peers down there, that they've gone through such a tremendous time of not knowing where their home is going to be, if their house is going to be there, whether they're going to come back to an empty lot, or whether they're going to come back and their house is still going to be waiting for them. We don't know why all these different things happen, but we know that you are in control. We know that you are all powerful, and that where something is broken, that you can heal, and you can fix it. So right now, we come together. We want to offer this prayer up to you to lift the hearts, those that have been hurt, those that have been devastated through Irma, through Harvey, through the fires, through the earthquake, and so many people around this nation. We want to pray for them at this time. To ask you to put your hand on them and to comfort them, to take care of them. I know in Georgia there were 3 lives that was lost, and we pray for their families and those who need you as well. And during this time here, we pray that you work through us, and where we can help, we want to help. And where we could be a good neighbor, it's amazing how opportunities come for us to be a better human, to our neighbors, to strangers. And maybe in such a time as this here, we get to be a servant to our community. And I pray that as we join together tonight, that you comfort all those that need comfort. Thank you so much for our well-being and how you've all taken care of us. And we know that you're going to continue to take care of all those who are in need right now, that you are with them. Thanks so much for tonight and our presentation, and as we learn about how to do business with Aerotropolis, CID, as well as the city of Atlanta, as well as the Hartsfield Airport and College Park. All of that is tied to Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport, and that we just have a great time of learning. And so as I pray here, I'm going to close up my prayer. We're going to take a few seconds of silence for each one of us, just to kind of search our hearts and pray in our hearts for our loved ones and our friends and families in our community. Amen. All right, well, it's so good to have everybody here tonight. So tonight we're going to have, usually we have a lot more people, but tonight, due to the weather, we almost thought maybe even canceling tonight. But Gerald, who's coming here tonight, Gerald said, hey, I'm coming, rain or shine. I'm going to cut through the tree that's blocking my road. I'm going to push some cars to get out of the way, but I'm going to be there tonight. So we're here. I appreciate all of you being here with us to kind of get things moving. I want to share a little about who we are, the Government Contractors Association. And as an association, why we're here. So GCA was founded in 2010, and as an organization, what we realized is this here. There's a lot of small business owners out there that need an opportunity to get to contracts. Now if this is your first time, you're thinking, okay, what does GCA do and why do we do it? Here's what I learned over the years. I have met with so many small business owners and emerging businesses and entrepreneurs, and they all have one question. They said, hey, I know that there's money in the government market, but how do I get there? And that's why GCA is here. So our mission is this here. Our mission is to educate, to facilitate, and to advocate for you as a business owner. And so part of what we do is we educate, we train you, and so we bring in different community leaders, we bring in different partners, we bring in different professionals to come and to help you so that you can be better equipped as a government contractor. And then we also facilitate, meaning that if you need the help, we can guide you, and we can connect you to the professionals that can help you. So if you need a proposal writer, we can teach you to be a proposal writer, or we can connect you to a proposal writer. Because I know how some of you just love to write proposals. Right, Alfredo? You love proposal writing. But if you need financial resources, we can connect you to the lenders. We can connect you to the people with the money, so that when you win a contract, you can get funding, mobilization to get going on those projects. So we do these things here to facilitate and to really empower you as a small business owner to go out there and to access more contracting opportunities. And then in terms of advocating for you as a small business owner, sometimes you as a solo entrepreneur, a few staff, for some of you, your voice is not always heard. But when we come together as a small business community, when we come together and bring in large companies to be part of this here, and we come together and bring in agencies to be part of this here, together we can make a lot of noise in terms of noise, good noise, musical noise, joyful noise together, so that businesses can engage and get more access to opportunities. And I love the energy that was in here earlier, right? When you were networking, that was good noise. And so when we have a voice like that, then you can get the attention of those that can support you and those that can create programs that can assist small business to have greater access in the government market. So that's a little bit of what we do here. But let me tell you why we do these things here. Many years, I'm an entrepreneur just like you. I started multiple businesses. I have sold businesses. And one of the last industries that I was in consulting. I was consulting in the government market space. And I helped a lot of companies to go out there and win contracts. But as a consultant, we charge a lot of money. $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 for a consultant to hire us to help them in the government market. And I kept on running to a lot of small businesses, and small businesses says, hey, I want you to help my company, but I don't have $100,000 to hire you as a consultant to help me to grow. And I saw the faces of all these small business owners, and I said, well, how can I help them? And I said, someone has to help them. And you know how sometimes you look at yourself in the mirror every morning, and you have the ability to do something, but you don't always do it? And so I have to look at myself in the mirror every morning. I said, I have the knowledge, I have the expertise, I have the experience, and I can help that small woman-owned business there. I can help that minority-owned business. I can help that veteran-owned business. I can help that small business that just started a few weeks ago. I have the power to do that. The only thing that's hindering is their ability to pay me. So what if I can remove that barrier and anyone who has a small investment in themselves can get to contracting? They don't have to put up $100,000. And I saw that someone in the mirror to do something was me. Because I saw the disparity out there. Women businesses in the government market, ladies, you represent 51% of the population. But you're winning 4.6% of contracting dollars. How do you feel about that? Minority business owners, you represent 43% of the community, but you're winning 5% of contracting dollars through the 8A program. Veterans are winning less than 3% of contracting dollars. Small businesses in general are winning 20 to 22% of contracting dollars, although small businesses represent the bulk of American businesses. And I saw these disparities. I said, okay, we have to do something about that. And that's why GCA is here. We want to empower the small business community. And I think back to one of my heroes, Congressman John Lewis. He said that we have to stand in the way of injustice. And if there is an economic injustice, someone's got to do something about that. And so GCA exists because we see the disparity that's in the market where small business does not have the same access to contracting dollars as large companies. And so we want to bring large companies, we want to bring agencies, and we want to bring small business together so that in a collaboration like that, everyone can have greater success together in that way. And that's why GC exists. So a few months ago, we said supporting the small business community is great, but we want to create a center that small business can come and work together. So we created Origin, which is a co-working space. You're sitting in Origin's co-working space. It's an event center right here. And all throughout this, on your way back out, check out all the offices back there. They're waiting, they have your name on there. If you're working from home, there's an office here with your name on there already, where you can come and you can get a hot desk to work from. Or you can get a private office and call it your own office and work from there. In a comprehensive environment like this here, where you can have access to professionals, you can have access to funding, you can have access to knowledge, and you can come and network with other professionals in one location like this. So that was what we're trying to create, an environment through Origin. And our tagline for Origin is, where it all begins. So tonight, if you're sitting here, this could be your beginning. And I want to share with you, to close out my portion of this, I want to share with you a quick story about one of our members. Her name is Crystal, and she's here tonight. Now, I'm not going to pick on Crystal too much, but she's actually a superstar with me. And I remember Crystal said, hey, I'm wrestling with going back and getting a full-time job or really growing my business. And she was wrestling in terms of what to do. And she decided, you know what, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to jump out there and I'm going to start my business. And so she came, she sat in the chair just like you did. And in fact, Crystal, raise your hand. That's Crystal right there. Crystal Spellman was Spellman Consulting Group. And she sat in the chair just like all of you. And she started building her business. She became a member of the association. She started equipping herself. She started taking our classes. She got into our coaching program. And shortly after, she won her first contract, $60,000, which is awesome. Let's give her a big hand. And it usually takes the first one, right? You just got to get yourself, your foot in the water, and you say, oh, wow, I can do this here. I can swim. I'm not going to drown. And so she did that. We also helped her find an investor in her business through the partners that we have here. She was able to get an investor in her business. And she said she could travel all over. I don't even see her anymore. So she's back with us today, but she's willing to share with you the challenges that she faced, the successes that she's had, and some learning points. So after this session here today, if you want to learn a little bit about what she did right, what she did wrong, and she hasn't made it big in terms of $50 million or $1 billion yet, but she's on her way there. Like some of you, you're on your way there as well. And so feel free to talk to her and she'll share with you her experiences in terms of what she learned and what she's done right and the things that she can share with you so that you don't make the same mistakes. But you get an opportunity to begin just like Crystal did. And so tonight I want you to silence your cell phone, get focused, and we're going to do some awesome things tonight. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce one of our new partnerships. And as part of GCA, I share with you that we bring in partners so that you can have the best opportunities out there. So we partner up with an organization that's been around for over 10 years, and it's called the Southern Barter Club. And what they do is, in fact, I'm not going to share with you what they do, but I will tell you that as a member of GCA, if you're not a member yet, sign up to be a member of GCA because you get some awesome perks with the Southern Barter Club. And as a member of GCA, you get $1,000 trade credit with the Southern Barter Club. You also get your $299 waived, and you get your $40 a month waived with the Southern Barter Club. And so this time I'm going to invite Lori Sosa, and her husband Henry is here too. So if I may invite Lori to come up here to share what the Southern Barter Club is all about.
So I'm Lori Sosa. My husband, Henry Sosa, and I founded Southern Barter Club almost 10 years ago. We have about 1,000 members in our network in Georgia. And so it is a business network. It's a membership network, so you have to have a business to be a member of it. But it's all about leveraging. And all of us have excess capacity. We have the ability to earn based on our cost of doing business. We have underutilized assets, and so that's what we capitalize on. So we have about 1,000 businesses here, anything from a billboard company to a plastic surgeon to a construction company or a entertainment type of a company. So it's a directory from A to Z, and simply put, our members agree in lieu of cash to accept what's called trade dollars. And in the eyes of the government, a trade dollar has the same value as a cash dollar. And so it is reportable income. And so we've actually even had a client that was trying to purchase a commercial property, and she didn't remember to include her trade currency with her, applying to get this loan. And so when she expressed her disappointment and not qualifying, for what she was trying to do, we said, did you include your trade currency? Because we do send out a 1099 at the end of the year. And those trade credits, that trade currency is reportable income. And so she did go back and do that, and she did get the loan for her business that she needed to. So it's a strong, innovative solution for many businesses. It's also a very innovative way to just capitalize on what your day-to-day resources are. So how can a member that participates in the Southern Barter Club, how can a business that participates in this barter club use it on a day-to-day business? So we're not talking about barter business replacing, cash business. Absolutely not. It's a cash-strong economy. This is a secondary, alternative, parallel economy. And so we're talking maybe 10, 15% of new revenue that you would be open to if we put together two members in this network that otherwise would not be engaged in commerce. That's when it makes sense. A couple of things happen. So number one, the word of mouth advertising. And so, if there's a construction company and we say, hey, we have this location here and they're looking for, a project, and can you match this price and can you do it in trade other than the supplies would have to be cash? What happens is, number one, the construction company now has a spending power that's virtually just banked, and they don't have to get paid in any other way other than these virtual dollars that they just bank. And then throughout the year, they decide, oh, I'm going to use it for a marketing campaign. Maybe I'm going to go on 12 billboards around Metro Atlanta without any cash. Let me just use these trade credits that I use. Or they may use an incentive program, to incentivize their sales team, with selling. So maybe they'll go ahead and get, cruises or cabin rentals or tickets to events. They may use it for, maybe they have contractors that don't have health care. And so maybe as an incentive for the contractors, they may say, let me use my trade credits and I'll take care of their dental work, or eye vision services. And so it's just a very innovative way for a business to be able to capitalize and take, the answer, yes, I like this business that you're going to find for me that I otherwise would not have had. And so they could squeeze it in, on their downtime, whether it be Tuesdays are slower, certain seasons are slower, or maybe too busy. So they're in control just like they are in control in the day-to-day network. So basically, it's an innovative way to get that word of mouth advertising. So when this construction company takes on this project, they could put it on their website. They could ask if they could use them as a reference. And so that's one of the things that happens, is that word of mouth advertising and exposure. Second thing that happens is that they have their spending power now that they would not have had to businesses now that have this trade currency. And then last but not least, there's nothing better than being able to operate to the best of your ability, your business at your cost of doing business. So the billboard company, for example, maybe this construction company says, I want to be on 10 or 12 billboards. They may not need construction services. And in the typical sense, when people hear the word barter, then there sometimes is a brick wall. They sometimes think it means, I'm a construction company, I'll do construction services in exchange for billboard advertising. Well, in our world, we call that the incidence of coincidence. That number one, the value is there, and then number two, the interest is there. So the billboard company may not need or may not be interested in construction services, but guess what they do want? They want the trade currency, the trade dollars. So in lieu of cash, because our brokers will put together the construction company with this particular billboard company, two legal companies that never would have been doing business together anyway up until this point, and now they're engaged, and we could actually earn trade dollars. The construction company maybe does a project for a landscaper, maybe does a project for a restaurant, and in lieu of cash earns these trade credits. They bank them and now say, okay, SBC Barter Network, can you transfer those funds because I want to spend X amount of my trade dollars and do some advertising. So that's a really unique thing about belonging to a professional organization such as the SBC, because all of us have excess capacity. We have the ability to, provide our professional services when we want to, at our cost, earn it at our cost, and then yield it in the spending power at full retail. And who doesn't want to be able to minimize their cash outlay, free up their cash flow, and be able to at the same time be building up a portfolio of new clients, which ultimately leads to word of mouth advertising and exposure. So that's what the Barter Club is. It's a business-to-business networking, business-to-business directory. It's a membership directory, and it's an actual currency. And so thanks to the Government Contractors Association, this is a really amazing partnership where instead of paying the $2.99 to open up an account, which is lifetime, instead of paying the $40 monthly fee, you're able to just activate your account and count on us to hold your hand through it and help you bring you whether it's a small contract or a large contract at your pace, whatever you're looking to do. Thank you.
So, yes, quick question?
Yeah, quick question. So is there a number, members?
Yes, if you are a member, go see Richard at the back end of the table. He's going to give you a promo code. If you are not a member and you want to take advantage of the $1,000 trade credit, then go see Richard, join GC GCA, become a member, and then he's gonna give you the promo code so that you can get into the Southern Bar Club, so you can start taking advantage of all the different services and different products that they have there. So Lori, next month, we're going to actually bring Lori back, and she's gonna go into more details about the Southern Bar Club, and we're gonna do actually a training on how to use it in the near future as well. So thank you so much for Lori for being part of the Alliance partnership with GCA. Let's give Lori and Southern Bar Club a big hand. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Pamela, who is our membership director, and she's going to come and share some new business members in the association.
So if you are a new member of GCA, and I'm going to go ahead and just bring them all up. As I call your name, please stand and be recognized, and we will honor you in your presence. So we have RF Transport, Robert Clay, Health and Wealth, Sylvia Washington. Transformational Solutions, Roger Green. Zanfon Project Consulting, Delana Thompson. Emmanuel Jones, new member. Tailor-Made Janitorial Services, Rodney Taylor. South Star, Ray Tate. Mr. Tate, he's our Gold Star Alliance partner. Allen Logistics Company, Robert Allen, new member out of Augusta. Rayon Electrical Construction, Mark Bess. Welcome. Brokers Incorporated, Ms. Dawn Foster. Welcome. Associates, Ken and Jamari. Oh, and Medical Mercy Supply, Ms. Jacqueline Johnson. The word is on this, I must, it's Mercy Medical, I'm sorry, Mercy Medical Supply, Jacqueline Johnson. So welcome all the members, and like Abe said, if you haven't joined, make sure you see myself or Richard at the end of tonight. Winner's Circle. Winner's Circle is the time of the evening where we talk about members who are winning contracts. And our recent winners in the last 30 days include Ms. Ellen Engel of Elevate, and her contracts include GSA Soft Skills and Software Training. This is a BPA contract where she's allowed to win up to $650,000 on that contract. Department of Labor Client Customer Service Training. This is a training customer service deal that she has for $21,000. And then her last one, she won a $7,500 contract, 2-day training for the Department of Agriculture, Middle Management Leadership Training. So Ellen was one of the members who came through the coaching program. We see a lot of members like Crystal and Andrea who go through boot camps and go through different extra training, not just the classes. They come through and actually have been winning contracts by taking on extra classes. And the last winner here is Yanni Bollard. She is a real estate broker. Her company is called Grace Management Realty Services, and she won a $5,000 contract with the USDA. So these are just some of the many winnings. And I got great news. I have a live testimony for you all tonight. She came in with all so much excitement. I'm just excited about sharing her news, and I'm like, no. She will come up and share her news. Come on, Ms. KSL. Tell us about your winnings.
Good evening. We eventually became a AA company last year. This month, we had got our first subcontracting AA contract for the federal government. They always say a start in the door is a start going up the hill. So it's our first on that one. It's about $60,000 to $70,000 a year. So we're very blessed for that. And one of the ones that if you get it, you good. You know, it's that trial. They always let you test it out before they give it to you to make sure you can be who you say you are. So if everything goes well, we're going to have it for the next 6 years. All right. We also was called in for emergency cleanup for the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We were granted a subcontractor for that for the rest of the year, and if we can maintain it and keep it up there, we'll have that for the next 5 years. We are very pleased and they're very blessed and thankful that, you know, all the training we got here, dealing with government and everybody that was so supportive, Myra and Pamela, because, you know, I call them all the time. Or email them real quick, about different stuff and just asking, as we say, the stomach questions, but it was very helpful in getting it there, and I'm very thankful. This is a great organization. You know, even if you know, some of y'all don't see us a lot, because it's not very many of us, like he's at the stadium now. I came from the other building, from cleaning, so, but I did want to come in because we are interested. We try to make everyone that we come in, you get in, you get what you put out. It's not something that you get overnight, it's you get in what you put in. You know, you put in the work, even if you can't be here, you use the online. I call Myra and them all the time, I can't get this to work. And they give it back to me again, and it works, whether you're here or not, just to see that there's an organization that can help, as you say, starting this one and going for it. We'll make sure she knows that you won the contract. And like she said, that she went through the certification program here and actually had Myra to help her to get her AA certification. So that's another service that GCA offers. Now I would ask our CFO, Richard Brooks, to come forward and introduce our sponsors.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? All right, so some people are winning monthly contracts out there, right? I like to hear that. So, as you know, I like to describe what we do as building an ecosystem. You know, it's an ecosystem to help you grow, just like the ecosystem for bacteria and algae and all these other things. They require certain things to grow. At GCA, we consider ourselves a key factor in helping you grow, but we also like to tell you to reach out to our alliance partners and sponsors, because we've identified that they can help you grow also. Your business, as it progresses, is going to need certain things, like insurance. If you need insurance and guidance on insurance matters, please consult Norton. They've been our partner for over a year now, and they've been good at doing what they do. They provide liability insurance, and they can also help you with bonding. So then we have Axum Freight Solutions Group. Axum can actually help you increase the margins on your contracts for service contracts. So they can help improve your performance on your contracts by just using the money that you're obligated to spend. So they're a great partner to have. Please reach out to them. Let's see. And then we have Gov Directions. Anyone here using Gov Directions?
Yes.
Let me ask you a different question. Anyone here that's a member not using Gov Directions? Raise your hands high, please. All right, and I'm going to get their names.
Okay.
They need some consultation. All right, as you guys may, okay, some of you may not know, Gov Directions is a source for finding contract opportunities. It's a bid matching platform, and what they do is they go out and find new opportunities and provide opportunities in your inbox according to your specifications. So if you want to know more about that, talk to Pamela, get on her calendar, get a phone call with her or something like that. Make sure you get signed up. Now, if you're not a member, there's a way you can take advantage of that too. Become a member. And we have a lot of other partners out there, depending on what situation you may be in. Maybe you need accounting services for Macintosh. Maybe you need merchant processing. Somebody offered you a contract if you could take a credit card, and you couldn't take a credit card. Let's not let that happen, all right? Arcat Associates provides support as legal support, legal shield, and small business consulting. Leverage Now Consulting provides similar services. Proposal Helper, they can help do many proposals per month, you know. You can't win a contract if you don't tell someone about your services. And once you tell somebody about your services, identify an opportunity, maybe you have to develop a proposal. If you don't know how to do that, one of the best things you can do is to get a proposal helper and get their services. They can develop a template for you. You get that template, you can use it over and over, just customize it for your next business. Just an idea. Or you can continue using proposal. Then there's ERAF Supply Chain Management and NSSI, who provides bonding. Neo Systems provides a lot of IT systems, information systems, accounting related. Also do compliance consulting and things like that. Let's see. And all of these companies help to fill the ecosystem, help with this work. So now, I would like to introduce to you the speaker for the night, Mr. Gerald McDowell, Executive Director of Aerotropolis and Atlanta CIDs. And he's been in that position now since 2015. And in that position, he is leading that organization to secure grants and grow that area down near the airport. And he's coming to us today to tell us about his experiences and how what he does can help you grow your contracting company. Just as a little background, Gerald has experience in the IT industry about 18 years as a project manager and other roles. Went to DeVry, got a BS in Computer and Information Systems. He was a small business owner for nearly 5 years. What type of business? Software services. Let's see, he is a 2008 graduate of the Georgia Academy for Economic Development and a 2009 graduate of the Gwinnett Neighborhood Leadership Institute. One of the things you may have heard of that Gerald was involved in, he was involved in the Gwinnett Village Community Alliance for 4 years, and he assisted in creating the Gwinnett Village Merchants Association. He also was the first executive director of the Literary CID, where he was instrumental in securing more than $2 million in grant funding. Gerald started as the executive director of the Airport West CID, as I mentioned, back in 2015, which joined the Airport South CID in January 2016 to become Aerotropolis Atlanta CIDs. Under Gerald's leadership, the Aerotropolis CIDs have received more than $50 million in grants and project funding. I think he has something to say to us that's worth listening to. Please hear him as it comes.
You guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Good evening. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about community improvement districts. Community improvement districts came about in Georgia back in the mid-'80s. Give a little feedback. In the mid-'80s, there was legislation that was passed by Georgia elected officials to allow for these self-taxing districts to use additional property taxes to accelerate projects. These are property tax dollars that community improvement districts receive from commercial property owners, industrial property owners, and those who own offices and retail centers. It's considered a private sector investment because these are private property owners who have decided to pay these additional taxes, these additional property taxes to help improve the area of focus. That area of focus is known as a district. Why do CIDs form? Well, what is the reason behind it? As you look around the metro Atlanta area, there are certain areas where you can see a lot of prosperity and a lot of development taking place. We usually refer to that area as North Metro. And then there are areas where there's prosperity, but they are not as prosperous, but they are emerging. And so there's a resurgence that has taken place in what we know as Midtown and Buckhead. That's central, that's downtown Atlanta, central Atlanta, and the Buckhead area. But there's also areas of Metro Atlanta that is not as prospering as the rest of the metro area, and sometimes we refer to that area as South Metro. You all may have received a map when you came in this evening. If you open that map, you'll get a general feel for where the Aerotropolis is located, and one of the reasons for forming a CID is to, like the GCA, is to create an advocate for a particular area. For those of you who may not know the specifics, around the airport, the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport actually falls both in Fulton County and in Clayton County. So you have both of those jurisdictions where the airport is located. But it's also located in and around 3 cities, Hapeville, East Point, and College Park. So you have 5 jurisdictions where this airport is located. That's a very complex environment to conduct business. That's a very complex environment to make investments. If you are a developer or an investor, you want certainty. You want to know that if you have a project and you're going to invest millions of dollars and you hope to create thousands of jobs, you want to know that you're going to get a return on that investment. It's already difficult when you're dealing with one. You got about, if I take the mic in my hand. Might be easier. Can you hear me? So when you're making that kind of investment, you want to make sure that you're getting a return on your investment. And so you go where you have a high probability that it's going to work. And we call that North Metro and downtown. And South Metro, not so much. And so this tool, this community improvement district becomes a tool where we fill in the gap, what the county or the cities are unable to do or fail to do in terms of building the necessary infrastructure. CIDs, we can use our money to build the necessary infrastructure in order for growth and development to take place. A good example is the SunTrust Park that just opened in Cobb County. When the Braves decided to go to the Cumberland area to build SunTrust Park, they went to an area that's known as the Cumberland CID, or the Cumberland Community Improvement District. The Cumberland CID was formed back in 1988. That's almost 30 years ago. So Cumberland CID, they have been reinvesting tax dollars in that area for almost 30 years, to the tune of almost $1 billion. has been reinvested in that area. So when you drive over to Cumberland, what you see is the effort that's been coordinated by CID, the Cumberland CID. So when the Braves were looking around the metro area for where they were going to build this stadium, and this $1 billion stadium, and they knew they had partners who were going to come and build another $1 billion of development around the stadium, they didn't want to have to put $100 or $400 million in the infrastructure. They wanted to put that in their ballpark. And if they came to South Metro, that was what was going to be required. If they came even to some areas here, in this DeKalb County area, with some sites that they looked at, it was going to be necessary for them to put hundreds of millions of dollars in the infrastructure. But Cumberland CID had been doing that for the previous 25 plus years. And so it made it more feasible for the SunTrust Park to be located in the Cumberland Mall area. And that's what we hope to accomplish around the airport, is to create an area where in the next 5-10 years, when a project of that type comes to Atlanta, it will be feasible for that project to be located in the airport area. If you look at this map, all these areas that have been identified, all these logos that you see, these are the CIDs that have been created over the last 30 years in Metro Atlanta. You see that they are both, starting here on the left, the Boulevard Improvement District is Fulton Industrial. Brazelton is out in the north part of Gwinnett County, in Brazelton. It actually falls within 3 different counties there. But you got Buckhead, you have the Central Atlanta Progress, which is downtown. There's Cumberland. Evermore, CID is in Gwinnett County off of Highway 78. There's Marietta. There's the Gwinnett Place Mall, CID. Over here, you got Gwinnett Village and Lilburn. Again, these are the southern part of Gwinnett County. Of course, there's Midtown, North Fulton, Perimeter. Red Top is up 75 North. South Fulton, Stone Mountain, Town Center, and Tucker North Lake. Those are just a few of the CIDs that exist. But if you took do I have a pointer? If you took a line here and a pencil and you put it along I-20, everything north of I-20 is where all this activity has been taking place. And now for the first time, we have community improvement districts south of I-20. We have Fulton Industrial, South Fulton, and now the Aerotropolis CIDs. What that announces to the marketplace, it says we are preparing the area for future development. Those are opportunities for businesses like yourselves. There are some activities that will be taking place in the short time coming that's going to create a lot of interest in South Metro around the airport area. Here are some of our partners, our board members for the CIDs. I believe you probably recognize a few of these names. What most people don't know is in our community improvement district, we have 3 major headquarters located in the CIDs. You may have heard of a small plane company called Delta. Any of you ever heard of Delta? It's a small company. There's a car company over in Hayville called Porsche, again, another company that you may or may not have heard of. And then there's this restaurant company up here called Chick-fil-A that actually started in Hayville. Again, these are 3 headquarters located in the CID. Now, over the past 30 years, here's what happens in the marketplace. When the CID is created, now it sends a message to the marketplace and is telling the marketplace there's going to be some planning that's getting ready to be done that's going to create an environment that's going to spur economic development. It's going to create opportunities for new projects and new jobs. And these companies are already there, and they are simply reinvesting in themselves to make sure that those opportunities are realized. This is showing you where we're located. Here in the bottom right corner, that big blue blob there is Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. But everywhere you see blue, is where the Community Improvement District is located. That's our district. That's where we can spend money. That's our area of focus. So all these projects that you will hear me talk about here shortly are happening in this area. Again, in addition to Fulton County and Clayton County and Hateville, College Park, and East Point, we now have the new city of South Fulton that is a part of our CIDs. And we also have a small portion there off of Camp Creek Parkway. We have the city of Atlanta as part of our CID. So we have 7 different jurisdictions. So as you're driving through that blue area there, you're driving from one city to the next city. Now, when you're driving like that, you just don't order, unless you're using your GPS, you don't automatically know when you go from one city to the next. So, but you can imagine, if you have those 7 different jurisdictions, the difficulty it is to conduct business in that area. And that's been one of the challenges in the airport area. But there's good news. Here is showing you these 2 counties and these 5 cities and where they're located. But the good news is, here's what's happening. Now we have formed relationships and partnerships, and rather than going to all these different municipalities and all these different jurisdictions, we have created what most people call a one-stop shop. You can now come to the CID office, and we have the relationships with all of these folks. In addition to the cities that I named, we also have relationships with state agencies like the Georgia Department of Transportation, or some people call them GDOT, or the Atlanta Regional Commission. Some people call them ARC. And there's MARTA. Some people call it Moving Americans Rapidly Through Atlanta. And then in the bottom there, you see the city of South Fulton and the city of Forest Park. On a day-to-day basis, day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, of all of these partners that you see there are 92 officials that we have to interact with. Mayors and city council, county commissioners, heads of city managers, head of departments, 92. Now imagine if you are a developer or an investor or a business owner. You don't have time to keep up with 92 people and trying to figure out who's the right person that you need to talk to find out about opportunities, or to find out about partnerships, or to find out about projects, proposals. You come to the CID office. And when you come to the CID office, we can leverage those relationships, and we can help. We can help facilitate the opportunities and the growth that's going to take place in South Metro. Since the Aerotropolis CIDs have been around, one of our area of focus is public safety. Public safety is so very important in anywhere that you go. I'll tell you a quick story. Make sure I'm doing good with time. I'm 5 minutes over. I'm already done. How are we on time?
You good, you got plenty of time.
Okay. For several months, when I say several months, like 6 months, I had this coworker who would frequently tell me about this restaurant that had some of the best food in Atlanta. And I finally got my wife to agree to go check out this restaurant. So we got in our car one weekend, and we drove to this place, and when you pull up into the parking lot, there were 2 things that you immediately noticed. Number one, there weren't that many cars in the parking lot. And there were cracks and weeds all over the place, outside the building. And my wife said that she was not going into that place. And I turned to her and I said, but this guy has been telling me that this is some of the best food in Atlanta. And she said, well, we will never know. She didn't feel safe. She did not feel safe. It didn't matter that I was told how good his food was. It's a fact of life that if you don't feel safe, you're not going to go into a certain area. It's just not going to happen. And so in South Metro, one of the other things that we bring to the table is we work with all of those police departments in those counties and those cities that I named. We have a monthly meeting in our office, If it's not the chief of police, they send someone to represent them. But we have a monthly meeting with Georgia State Patrol, with the MARTA Police, with Homeland Security. We hold a monthly meeting in our office with all those law enforcement. And because of our public safety program, after 1 year, on the Fulton County side, crime is down 34%. And that's because we started something there 1 year before we started it on the Clayton County side. But even after 1 year on the Clayton County side, crime is down 7%. Now, what that says to developers and investors is that we're creating a safe community. A safe community where if they bring their projects can attract consumers because we're creating a safe community. Not only that, but we're creating a community that's going to look different. On the left, you see the before picture. On the right, you see the after. There are certain corridors. On a weekly basis, we have a landscape crew. We put out a landscape maintenance contract every year. So we've hired a landscape maintenance company to come in, and we spend about, I was just looking at our budget last night, and I didn't realize how much we were spending, but we're spending about $700,000 a year maintaining the CIDs. That includes mowing and removing trash on a weekly basis, and new planting of materials. So we have 3 projects that are underway where we're going to take the corridor, Virginia Avenue, Camp Creek Parkway, and Phoenix Boulevard, and that's what they look like today, and this is our vision for what they're going to look like in the future. When you pull up to a retail center, the way that retail center looks attracts you to that retail center. And when you have friends and family visiting, and you want to go out on the town and have a good time, you take them to those areas. Now, occasionally, you go to that hole in the wall, and then you end up in jail, but that's another time. We'll talk about that another time. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, but most of the time, you go to these places that are very attractive, right? And so that's one of the things that we're doing. Now, what does this mean for you? Well, this means that we are creating opportunities. Hartsville-Jackson Airport announced in 2016 a 20-year, $6 billion master plan. And 80% of that master plan, so what's that, 16, how much does that? $6 billion. $6 billion over 20 years. What's 80% of 6? $4.8 billion they're going to spend in the next 5 years. Transforming Hartsville-Jackson Airport. With this Aerotropolis tag, here's what we're doing. I just came back from a couple of places. I was in Singapore at a conference. I was in Beijing at a conference. I was in Paris and Amsterdam at a conference. Everybody talked about Atlanta, okay? And they want to know where's Buckhead, where's Midtown. Some of them have even heard of Cumberland and Perimeter. But nobody asked me about East Point, or Hapeville, or Lake City. Y'all know there's a place called Lake City? Nobody asked me about those places. They want to know about, and so what we hope is going to happen, and it has already started happening. That's an article that came out today. I just showed it to you. We want them to ask, where is this Aerotropolis? Where is the Aerotropolis? And when they start asking that question, then we've got to have an area that is safe, and an area that's appealing, and an area that's creating opportunities. Though that $6 billion master plan project that they have at the airport, you can contact our office, and we can help tie you into some opportunities to go after some of that $6 billion. You don't have to buy a Powerball ticket. You just let aid help you write your best proposal, and you can go after some of that $6 billion. Also, you can contact our office, and all these people, these companies that I've told you about, they need services. A lot of the same services that you bring to the table. And we have relationships with these folks. You go to our website, you see at the bottom right-hand corner of our website, arrowcids.com. That's the website for the CID. Also go to the website for the Alliance. There's a sister organization that we work with called the Aerotropolis Alliance. And you go to their website, it's aeroatl.org. When you go to that website, I want you to look at the top menu there, and there's going to be an option that says Blueprint. I want you to download that blueprint. So go to the Alliance website, aeroatl.org, download that blueprint. That tells you what kind of companies and what kind of opportunities there are. When you go to the CID website, go to our news section, and I want you to download our master plan. Our master plan is going to tell you how we're going to spend $90 million over the next 5 years. And it tells you about opportunities for you in and around the airport area. But there are two other things I want you to tell you about. On the second Thursday of every month at 12 noon in our office, we hold the CID board meeting. You want to come to that meeting. You want to come to that meeting because all those cities and all those counties, they have their representatives at that meeting, and it's about forming relationships. It's about networking. And when you come to those meetings, yes, sir.
What day was that?
That's the second Thursday of every month at 12 noon. Just go to the CID's website, you get our address, GPS your way there. The last Friday of every other month, so the next meeting is coming up on September the 29th, the Alliance, our sister organization, they hold their board meeting. Go to their website, they'll tell you where that's held. It's held over at the airport of the technical campus. When you come to that board meeting, and some of those same businesses that I told you about, plus about 20 more, there's an opportunity for you to come and learn about projects that are coming down the pipeline, and it gives you an opportunity to network. But you want to attend those two meetings, and you want to download those two documents. Here's our newest project that we just announced. Has anyone ever heard of the Atlanta Beltline?
Yeah.
We're getting ready to build our own Beltline. Around the airport. Now at the very top there, you see where that dark green arrows are pointing? That's attaching to the Atlanta Beltline. So the Beltline that we're going to build, we're going to attach to the Atlanta Beltline. So you could get on the Atlanta Beltline, and you can walk a bicycle your way to the Aerotropolis Beltline. And then you can see where it's going in and around the airport. Let me show you what relationships do. We have to do a study to determine how we're going to build this Beltline. That study is going to cost us $200,000. And there was an opportunity to get a grant for $160,000. The CID, we put up $7,500, and we got our partners to put up $32,500. That gave us the $40,000 match that we needed in order to apply for this $160,000 grant. We successfully were awarded this grant, and we are in the process now of signing the contract with our consultant. In about 2 weeks, they're going to be launching this study. But for the CID, look at the return that we got on our investment. We put $7,500 in the hole and came out with $200,000. How many of you want to play that game? Work with Abraham, and I'm sure he can show you how to do it. 27, this is an example of in that master plan and the blueprint of the opportunities that are presented to you through the Aerotropolis, but not only the Aerotropolis, but every one of those cities that I named, they have these opportunities as well. And if you connect with us, you can get connected with them, and you can find out what opportunities there are. We have a company that comes and cleans our office 3 times a week. And the company that won that contract, one day I ran into the owner at one of the events, and I said, why don't you ever come to our meetings? And he told me about his work schedule and everything. I said, do you not see who comes to our meetings? If you come to our meetings, I'm going to have you to stand up And I'm gonna tell everybody, this is who cleans our office. And don't you know that there's probably some companies there? You ever heard of a company called Wells Fargo? They have branches. Well, the person who comes to our meeting, he manages 13 branches. Well, you might want to talk to him and see if he needs anybody to clean those branches. The same one is cleaning our office. There's a company on our board called Delta. They have an airline. They have a corporate office. There's a company called Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has 1,500 stores. The person who gives out the contracts, the real estate contracts, he's on our board. He's at our meeting every second Thursday of the month. So anyway, come to our meetings. Any questions? Any questions? Yes, sir.
How does what you do differ from, South Metro development, like how?
We work together. So what Michael Hightower has done for 15 years now. He's held that conference for 15 years. And what Michael Hightower does, he puts a spotlight on South Metro. And he wants everybody else to know what is happening and what the potential is in South Metro. What we have done in the last 3.5 years is the CIDs and the Alliance. There are two organizations, and this is what I like to tell people. We both have the same first and middle name, but we have different last names. Mama, she just played around. So our different last names, our last name is CIDs, and their last name is Alliance. But we're both the Aerotropolis Atlanta Alliance and Aerotropolis Atlanta CIDs. What we do is when Hightower, with his organization, when he puts a spotlight on Metro, South Metro, then we're the ones on the ground making it happen. Forming the relationships, telling the world about the opportunities in South Metro. Here's what I would tell you guys. Atlanta, we have an opportunity in the city of Atlanta, in Metro Atlanta. For years, we have competed with other cities and other metro areas, and we were winning hands down. And most recently, I guess the recession has kind of changed the rules. When the recession hit us in 2007, 2008, and we started coming out of that recession around 2011, 2012, the rules had changed. And now people, it's kind of like, when you were single and you were dating and you go to one of those websites and you fill out your profile, when you first get started, you don't check many boxes, and then you get all these people, jokers coming at you, and you say, how can I eliminate these folks? And you get a little bit, you start checking a few more boxes. And that's what's happening with they're scrutinizing us now like never before. And they're not liking what they're finding out about the Atlanta traffic and congestion. And so projects that we were winning easily, now we're losing some of these projects to other metropolitan areas. And so then about 10 years ago, Metro leadership started asking the question, what are we going to do about this? And somebody was smart in the room said, well, there's no congestion in South Metro, but South Metro is not appealing to these projects. So now there is this regional effort over the next 25 years. The growth in Atlanta is going to take place in South Metro, because we got to have South Metro ready to win these projects. If the Metro Atlanta, Amazon just announced that they are building a second headquarters, okay? A $5 billion project that's going to create 50,000 jobs. Y'all saw in my bio that I came from Hope Mills, North Carolina. There's only 5,000 people in Hope Mills. So 50,000 jobs, can you even imagine that? And an article came out today, and when it named Atlanta as one of the possible cities to win that project, it also said the Aerotropolis. What does that mean for you? What Michael Hightower has been saying for 15 years, now the rest of the region finally understands there are opportunities now in South Metro. But I like what Abe said earlier, you've got to do the work. You gotta show up. You gotta read these documents that I told you about. You gotta come to these meetings. You gotta network. They're not just gonna hand them to you, because it's very competitive. But I know, I'm familiar with what Abraham does, and I know if you go through his classes and his training, he'll prepare you to win these opportunities that are coming in South Metro. And here's the good thing about it. In South Metro, now it levels the playing field like never before. And you have a realistic opportunity of winning these projects and these like never before. Especially if you fall in the categories of minority-owned businesses. You have a real opportunity of winning these projects like never before. Any other questions? Yes, sir. That's a hot table.
Do your companies require like a residency, or the companies that you do business with prefer you be located in your metropolis or your district?
It's not a legal requirement, but it's very favorable if you have an association already with South Metro. It's not necessary, but for example, we just awarded a contract, and one of the minority company that participated, part of the team, is not from the South Metro area. And one of my board members said, "Could you find a minority company in South Metro?" Well, yeah, there are two of them. Oh, no, there are three. And two of them were on one of the other teams that didn't win, and the third one just didn't apply. And so that's an example where they would like to see a local company winning projects and contracts, but if there aren't local companies available, then it opens it up to the world. So it would be very favorable. I had a guy come to me, I forget what his business was, and he said, "Would it be helpful if I had an office in the Aerotropolis?" And I told him the same thing, and he's now opening an office in the Aerotropolis, because it's going to put him, someone's calling me from Minnesota. I don't know anybody in Minnesota. It snows there, doesn't it? Doesn't it get colder? Okay, so where's the next hot table? Way in the back. You got the jumps way back there? That's how opportunities are. You got to be in the right place at the right time. Yes?
So, would it help to have a certification for like City of Atlanta or one of the areas, even if you don't have a physical presence there? Does that play into anything with the contracts that you award?
No.
Okay.
No.
What was the question being exactly?
Would it help if you had certification, like with the City of Atlanta? In South Metro, you have some of that Atlanta requirements, but most of the cities there do not have that requirement. I can't think of one now that does. But again, you are very favorable if you are in the family and they like you. You know, there are a lot of family members we don't like.
I was going to ask that exact question. I have a follow-on is that I know that two of the counties that you referenced, Clayton and Fulton, that are part of the district, they both have their own certification processes separate from the City of Atlanta, but they do have some. I know Clayton has some reciprocity, like they have if you're certified as a female or a minority-owned with the City of Atlanta, they have a short form to waive into Clayton County as a minority or woman-owned business. Fulton is not quite as friendly under those terms, but do those being certified with those jurisdictions that are specifically in your district, does that play any role whatsoever?
Let me answer the question this way. I'm not even going to charge you for this. This is worth $500. What I'm getting ready to tell you, it's worth $500. Life is all about relationships.
Yes, it is.
You know, these requirements and these labels is a form of, it's the process of elimination. But if I have a relationship with Calvin, and Calvin is from Minnesota, I'm going to answer his call. If I have a relationship with him. So it's about relationship. At the end of the day, when you form the necessary relationships and you go after an opportunity, there are people who will be awarding those opportunities where your relationship sets you apart. In terms of those requirements, it's not a requirement where you have to have them in order to win. an opportunity. No, you do not. You do not at all. In our contracts, in our request for proposals, we include a section that says minority participation, and we have a goal of 15% or 20%. And that's all that it is. It's just a goal. It's just so that everyone can start thinking when they put these teams together, look for folks who normally don't have a fair opportunity like you would. Make them a part of your team. But when you submit a proposal, we just got 7 proposals. And the winning team did not have anybody from the area because we chose the best team. We put that in the proposal because you do get points for it, but if your team is not the best team, you're still not going to win. I don't care if everybody on your team is from Africa. It doesn't matter. You got to have the best team. The best team. I like what Abe said again. It's all about putting in the work. I'm from the country where I saw farmers put seeds in the ground and something started sprouting up. And I learned as a little fella that you reap what you sow. No, I learned that in church actually. But it's still the same concept. And then when I got out in the world, went to that hole in the wall, I learned that what goes around comes around. So when you come around to the meetings, projects come around you. So if you don't show up at the meetings and they don't know about you and what you do, then it's hard for you to mirror that. I saw a hand here, I saw a hand there.
Okay, well, when you said the best team, and I know that always works, but what would you consider the best team that you chose from the?
When we awarded this project, this contract here, we looked for the team that had the most experience doing this kind of project. That's what set themselves apart. We had 4 teams. We had 7 teams. I'm sweating. We had 7 teams to apply. My daughter's going to get a kick out of this story when I tell her tonight. Okay, so we had 7 teams to apply, and 3 of them were eliminated. The other 4, we were convinced they could do this. When we interviewed those 4 teams, the one that separated themselves from everybody else was they went out on an existing trail. They talked to people who were walking on the trail. They took pictures. They identified challenges on the trails, and they came to us through the interview. They showed us pictures of what they would do to solve those problems. They separated themselves from everybody else. Do the work. Yes, sir.
So in one of the slides you put up, you had all the stakeholders, and you said come into the office to get connected to all those stakeholders. So what's the practice? What's the process for that? Luckily, we're doing some work now at Parsville Jackson.
That one?
Yeah, that one right now. Luckily, we have work down in Parsville right now, so we're fortunate. But how do we tap all the rest of those stakeholders? What's the process of coming in and getting exposed to some of those opportunities that are not posted?
Go to their council meeting or their board of commission meeting, just like you would come to our meeting. You saw in my bio that I had a small company for 4 years. The reason I no longer have a small company, because I didn't go to meetings. I didn't go to chambers. I didn't come to Abe and get some training. I just stayed in my office and I was trying to make it work. And never went out and networked, and I didn't make connections with people. I'll tell you another quick story. How much time do you have? Oh, it went backwards. Okay, so I'll tell you another quick story. I'm not going to tell you where this happened, but I was sitting, this is after that hole in the wall visit, I was sitting in court. And there was this attorney who was awarded a case. And I knew the lady, so I talked to her afterwards. I said, how did you get that case? This is what she told me. She said, I came to this city and they said they had 2 attorneys that they always award their cases to, and no one else. So she said, I just came to see what was going on. And I was sitting on the same bench. So the first case went to the first attorney, the second case went to the second one, and then I got the third one. And they told her only those 2 guys get cases. And all she did, she just showed up just to see what was going on. And so the judge who's not from that city. He gave the first case to the first attorney, the second one, and the third one to her.
That's fine.
Guys, sometimes it is as simple as that. Showing up. You're qualified, you're a hard worker, you've been trained by Abraham, you know what to do. Sometimes it comes down to this you can go to these city council meetings and they're giving out millions of dollars. And there is one company sitting down there bidding on it. One. Nobody else showed up. I don't know what people are thinking. They probably was like me. They had their head down trying to make it work, not realizing that somebody needs to go out there and get business. That's how I ended up closing my office. I didn't go get new business. This contract ran out. When this contract ran out, and I had my head down, I didn't have the new business ready to come in, teed up, and that I needed to have a business development person or somebody else to either run my office while I went out and got new business, or I needed to hire someone to go out and get new business. But somebody needed to go somewhere and show up. And that didn't happen. And now, you want to hear the sad part of my story? The technology that I had developed, y'all are now using it in banks.
Oh, no.
And I created that technology back in 2001.
Somebody taking a picture of the,
Of your checks.
that would,
It's sitting in my garage right now. $500. Anybody who wants it? I must need $500 somewhere. Another hand? Oh, you just take pictures right there.
I was just saying what you were saying with the concept of teaming.
Yeah,
We
team.
have to team to make these relationships really work. Someone has to be doing their part of the deal. Because if you're doing your part and you show up, you're in the lead. It's happened to me recently, right in here, so.
I was in Washington, D.C. I was telling Calvin, last week I was in Washington, D.C. Yeah, I went to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. What do you say? I forgot what I was going to say.
Team showing up.
That didn't help me either. Okay, next question? Yes, sir. Say it one more time, start again. Start from the beginning.
Y'all had a second question or a follow-up?
Yes.
Confidential. You know, after February, that you have, that
Georgia International Convention Center.
Again, how does that play with what you do? Because they are all about South Metro, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody comes there,
Are you all familiar with this conference that what's your name, sir?
Shag.
Shag? Like Shaq? Or Shag?
S-H-E-G.
Your cousin or something? Are you Shaq's cousin? Shag. Okay. Y'all hear this question?
no.
There's a conference that's held every year in February at the Georgia International Convention Center. It's called the South Metro Development Outlook, SMDO. And it's been held for 15 years, and he wants to know what's our relationship with it. Now there are 600 people who attend that conference, and what that conference is doing is telling the region what's going on in South Metro, the opportunities, the potential, and so there are a lot of networking opportunities. I highly recommend that you come and you attend that conference in February and bring a lot of business cards and do what Abraham had you doing from 6 to 6:30. Go there and network. There are 600 people who have shown up looking to team. I remember what I was going to say. So when I was in D.C. last week, here's what I found out. Abraham can confirm this. There are a lot of companies who are going after projects and opportunities, but they don't have a complete team, and they're missing you. They're missing you because there are some, especially at the federal level, there are minority participation requirements, and so if they don't have you on their team, then they don't have, and then when they find you at the last minute, and they throw something together, and it looks like this. They get here, and they never say anything about you because you showed up at the last minute. Go to these conferences. and network with these big players and let them discover you. And then all of a sudden, you're gonna get a phone call because they need you on their team. And these are multi-million-dollar projects, especially at the airport. The airport, going back to your question about certification, now that is true for the airport because that's the city of Atlanta. At the airport, you gotta meet those certifications and you gotta meet those requirements if you wanna win those opportunities and those projects. You contact our office. The airport has a fair of some sort that's coming up where they're gonna talk about the next round of projects that they're gonna be awarding. And I don't have that information, but you call our office and we'll help get that to you. Yes, sir.
Before you forget, can you tell me the name of the conference that he was talking
Yes,
about?
February.
Yeah, the one in February.
On the February? Yes, sir, ready? What's the name of it? The South Metro Development Outlook.
South Metro.
Outlook.
Out.
SMDO. Just use Google. It's amazing what that thing does. You can find out why a hole in the wall up into. They got pictures. I was young, I was in college. Let me tell you what happened. I was in, no, I ain't. Any other question? Any other question? I don't have anywhere to go at home. Okay, I'll close with this. I met Abraham about 7 years ago, I think it was. And when I met him then, we were on the other side of 85 in one of those buildings over there. I had been in Atlanta about 25 years and I had never been in that building before. I was excited about that. And so I get excited about small things. And so when I met Abraham, I learned about government contracting. And so what I am telling you about today, I was excited about coming here because here's one of the challenges in South Metro. There are not many companies who can go after projects in South Metro, so that's why folks have to get on the bus and they have to come. But the companies that are there, the companies that do show up, they're not prepared and ready. That's what we find a lot of time. Those 3 companies that were eliminated, one of those companies, the individual who owned the company was very experienced, but he just wasn't ready for that opportunity. If you are not already a member of GCA, let Abraham help get you ready. Because guys, these opportunities are real. And what I told you earlier, the next 25 years is where it's going to be happening in Atlanta. And it might be in the next year if Amazon chooses us. That's really going to change the world. I'm going to become the most popular guy. And when I speak, I'm going to get $500. But let Abraham help you get ready. And that investment in yourself and your company is the same thing that I learned in the country. I learned if you put it in the ground and you take care of it, you're gonna produce. But if you do not put something in the ground, I remember there was a guy who said something one time. You may know who he is. I'm not gonna call his name for various reasons, but there was a soldier who had been captured in another company, and this guy had been asked to go and see if he can rescue him. He wasn't a government official, he wasn't a military, and they were asking him, why you? Why are you gonna go get this guy? He said, because if I don't go, he's guaranteed not to get home. If I don't go, he's guaranteed not to get home. If you don't prepare yourself, it's almost guaranteed. Because here's what's gonna happen. You're not prepared, and you get lucky. And you get a contract. That's the worst thing that could ever happen. Because you know what? If you get a contract and you don't deliver, we're gonna tell everybody we know. Don't you ever award a contract to that company because they're gonna cost you time and money. That's for real, guys. That's for real. You want to be prepared and ready. And if you make an investment into yourself, and you let Abraham pray over you like he did when I prayed for him, then you're gonna have Jesus on your side. Don't Don't get me started. I've been holding this mic too long. I'm not ready to sing. Can I get an amen? Amen. Thank you for the invitation. I hope I gave you guys some information that was helpful. I can tell you that this Aerotropolis deal is for real. I'm getting ready to go to Paris again next month, and Amsterdam, and ride that bullet train that goes 200 miles an hour. That's why I'm going, just ride that train. They think I'm going for some other reason, but I'm just going to ride the train. But it's some exciting opportunities. When I was in Singapore, they loved what they heard about the Aerotropolis. They loved it so much that they are giving us the opportunity to host the next conference, plus $900,000.
All right.
I said, okay, we'll see you in 2020. So thank you guys for your attention.
I appreciate the information. That was just amazing information. Hopefully you all took notes. And you've got the second Tuesday, the CID meetings at 12 noon every month. Oh, the second Thursday, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my thing, it says
So
Thursday.
second Tuesday, you buy me lunch.
Well, we can do that too. Well, you know. And then, of course, the last Friday of every other month, and the next one being September 29th. What time is that one?
1 o'clock.
And that one's at 1 o'clock. So make note of those, because I don't know if you were taking notes as Gerald was talking, but that CID return on investment of 27 to 1, I mean, that's a deal that you want to make all day long. So definitely take advantage of the great information he has. So I appreciate you coming out and sharing with us and teeing me up so nicely to close. I mean, he was just talking about, you know, everything that we talk about here. Membership definitely has its privileges. First of all, how many of you are not currently members of GCA? Because I see a couple of new faces in the room. I see Reggie. Reggie came to Florida with us. Okay, this gentleman, awesome. So membership has its privileges. We have the Gov Training Vault. That's all of these monthly association meetings that we do, the Tuesday trainings, everything that we do, we record and put into a vault. So if you're not able to be here live with us, you can certainly take advantage of the information by checking out our training vault. You also get the free boot camps, a free, quick start boot camp and membership orientation. And we've got a real treat for you next month when we talk about that, because we're going to be formally introducing the partnership with SBC and some other stuff that's going on. You've got a national bid matching platform. I think Richard touched on this with the Gov Directions, where you can find bids and opportunities. And I believe Crystal won her first opportunity by using that resource, right? Weekly training. Every week we're here to get you the information you need. Like Gerald was saying, you don't want to be unprepared. And that's what we do every week, is equip you on how to be available and win these contracts. And then, of course, a free design on a website. And that's going to be the design only. You do have to pay the monthly hosting fees. But this is just so, again, you're prepared and ready, that you've got that government-friendly website that's out there available for you. In addition to that, we've got the discount on the Gov Fast Track software, and that is our blueprint to government contracting. This is your step-by-step guide. If you are looking for a resource and a tool that's going to quickly get you to contracts, then you certainly want to use the Gov Fast Track software, because that's going to be what gets you there. Proposal writing services, of course, you've got to prepare these proposals, and you want to make sure you have your team ready, and you've got a proposal writer that's on tap that can help put these together for you. You've got discounts on incubators, proposal writing boot camps, DCAA training that we're going to be starting with our new partners, and just a ton of resources that we have in that regard. One-on-one coaching services, and access to mobilization funding. These are just a few of the key benefits of joining the membership. And then, of course, you've got space. We've got Origin, the co-working space that we've got here for you. So we literally equip you with everything you need. And ironically enough, it only costs $500 to become a member. It's $4.99 to become a member of GCA. But if you are not currently a member, I strongly encourage you to become a member, because we've got the resources and tools here. Not only do we equip you with the information that we offer, but we've got a few people in the audience, Jose, Reggie, and there's someone else. Oh, yes, and yeah, so we got 3 people in the audience that were with us this past Thursday, last week when we were in Florida. We helped a delegation of South Koreans that were in town for an expo. We facilitated an event for them and then held a one-day global procurement opportunities event. So, we do more than just teach you and train you and give you information and the same stuff that several other agencies in the area do. We really try to provide opportunities for you to connect with manufacturers of the products that you're going to need to perform on opportunities that are available, like the ones that you found in Aerotropolis. So definitely get started as a member. Richard is going to be in the back. Oh, Richard Brooks is here right now. So he can help you get started with membership. And if you've got any questions about it, our team is all in the back. Everyone raise your hands. Okay, so those in the back row, that's us. So we here at the GCA team can help you get started. And Richard, did you have something?
Yeah. I neglected to mention one of our sponsors, Alliance Partners, who's actually here, Ray with South Star. And when our Alliance Partners come in, we like to give them a chance to speak for a few minutes. So just to tell you about their services and how they can help your business. So Ray, any thoughts?
Okay, you will have to excuse me, I'm supposed to be having an operation soon, so I'm gonna have to limp up here in the front, so okay, don't mind.
Stay there.
Oh, Mr. Mayor, good, thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
I'm with South Star Funding, and what we do, we help small businesses grow financially. We have funding, 4 levels of funding. First level is mobilization funding, which we will then, if you need money when you first get started, you get a contract, you don't have the funds for it. We will then give you funds for that. There's certain qualifications for that. The second level of funding that we do is A&R, and that's considered, it's like factory. You've done the work, you invoiced, and now you have to wait 45 days to get paid. We'll give you 90% next couple of days. Third level of funding is PO funding, purchase orders. Sure, you're familiar with that. If you need to get supplies that you need to get in, so you can go ahead and fill your time with your customers, we will then fund the suppliers. Last level of funding that we do is equipment funding. If you need to contract, you need a bulldozer, you need a truck, we'll buy the equipment and then we'll go ahead and lease it to you. So we're an asset-based lender. Everything that we do is based on assets. So it's not credit approved, anything like that. If you bring us a contract, we'll go ahead and take a look at the contract and based on that. So basically that's what we do. Thank you so much.
Well, with that, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Anyone who wants to sign up, please see us in the back, and we hope to see you again soon. Thanks.